Hi, my name is John Galkey. I'm the pastor here at Trinity on 5th in Altoona, Iowa. And this is not only a parishioner, but more importantly, a dear friend. And I'll let you introduce yourself, Joe.
Well, thank you, John. Joe McGovern. I'm with Iowa Natural Heritage Foundation, but a member of the church, and been involved with Prairie all of my career. And so when John approached me about potentially doing a Prairie in the back part of the church ground, obviously my wife and I were really excited, my wife Molly, real excited about seeing Prairie out here. It's in its 13th growing season, so it's really exciting to not only be on the early side, but also just see it continue to bloom and blossom and all the benefits that come with the Prairie.
And the property here beforehand, almost all of our property slopes back here towards the Prairie. Before we had it, there was a bit of a pipe here and a berm to kind of hold the water until it would overflow. And I have to be honest, we wanted the Prairie for some aesthetic value and knew that there may be some water retention abilities of the pond to help us with that. And we never would have dreamed, honestly, I had no clue that it could do as much as it does. We just had a massive rain last night, and there is a little tiny bit of water in the lowest part, but it can absorb so much water, and that was really one of the benefits. And Joe, you've seen that.
We get all these stacked benefits. The people that mow are mowing an acre less every time they mow, and think about that over decades, that you're just mowing that much less. Plus we get the beauty of the wildflowers, so we get pollinator habitat, we get the water quality benefits, we get to have a place people can enjoy. We got paths mowed through it, so that's totally fine. And it really just lends value to our campus here at the church, and people get to enjoy it.
It's not just the water retention, but that's great. It is really just walking into the heart of the Prairie and seeing it all. In fact, one of the benefits is every wedding that takes place here, this is where they come for pictures. So we didn't anticipate that. So it is beautiful, and there is a lot of natural flowers that are in it. So it just continues to add and sparkle with what we would say is God's creativeness.
And I remember taking my Sunday school class out here to talk about monarchs and talk about the soil health and talk about the deep roots. And so it was a way to also engage them as we were in Sunday school to talk about certain things that they didn't understand. It was a lot of fun that way. We've made this a very usable, enjoyable space.
Yeah,
the trail
exactly.
through it and the big lucerne. It's a very pleasant way to walk. You don't have to go into the veg and worry about ticks and things like that. So we've incorporated it into the church, so it becomes an asset, and
Right.
it's something people really can enjoy. This fall, we'll have all sorts of fall wildflowers, so when the monarchs are moving through, this will be a kind of a way station, if you will, for the monarchs and other insects. So pollinator habitat, low mowing, water quality, soil quality. Just think of the carbon going into the ground here in these 10, 12-foot roots.
Yeah.
It's just a real asset.
It really is. In fact, one year, I remember when we've had so many monarchs come in. It was just like, I've never seen anything like it, but monarchs were just covered everything in the Prairie. So we love helping the wildlife. You could leave it the way it was with the berm and the pipe going out the back, but honestly, what were you ever going to do in that? It didn't look good. This just is so much better.